What's up, party people? And welcome to Stoniecast number 83 and season 3, episode 16 of Thoughts and Hunches, making money in bunches and sucker punches. It's your boy Stony back for the 83rd time, and I'd like to welcome all of my fellow hoodlums, cheats, lowlifes, hustlers, scumbags, altar boys with unhealthy relationships with their priests, foul-mouthed and abusive language having raging alcoholics, fienders, degenerates. Hey, if you're new to the show, you probably fit into one of those categories. So welcome, and make sure to hit the subscribe button down here in the lower right-hand corner so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. It's usually on Friday evening around this time. Quickly, Super Bowl 57 trip to Las Vegas is still in the works, and it's only 10 weeks away, so the sooner we get on it, the cheaper the flights and rooms will be, so let me know if you're interested. Last week was an adventure, but we still managed a profit, albeit a small one. Here are the numbers. NCAA football last week, 6 wins, 5 losses. What are you going to do? 144 wins, 86 losses, 5 ties for the season, 62.61% NCAA football. Daddy continues to deliver. What are you going to say? NFL last week, 8-6. Okay, 101 wins, 84 losses, 3 ties, 54.59%. Not very good, but it's still a profit. NCAA basketball last week, 12-9, our worst week of the year, still made money. 53-28 on the season, 65.43% in college hoops. So that means overall, grand total, all the picks I've given you up to this point, 308 wins, 206 losses, 8 ties. That's 102 wins over 500, and we've passed the 500 pick threshold. That's a grand total of 59.76%, just under 60%, which is what we're shooting for. All right? So we kicked off the week with this week with last night's weekly Raider disaster. All right? What are you going to do? It's simple. The Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers. Yeah. No wonder the Chiefs are the favorites as long as they keep playing these 3 humps. Yes, they're all shit, and I ain't going near them again, right? It's just terrible, right? I should probably be assassinated for even playing the Raiders last night, blowing another huge lead. With 4 minutes left, that game was over. Anybody with a Raider ticket was already spending their money. Losers, including myself. But you live and you learn. Thanks, Raiders, for starting out our week 0-1. Moving on to tomorrow's final game of the NCAA regular season. FBS regular season. Let me start by telling you, Carolina Duke, Giants Dodgers, Yankees Red Sox, Michigan Ohio State. None of these rivalries come close to the greatest of them all, Army versus Navy. At 3 Eastern at the Link in Stonydelphia, Navy comes in as a 2.5-point favorite with a total of 32. Quickly, for all of you clowns that watched the World Cup today and thought it was exciting, please, don't get me started. Quick suggestion, either make the goals bigger or make them smaller and get rid of the goalie. Please. There's just not enough scoring. The World Championship of Soccer, which everybody seems to be enthralled by, is being decided on a South American version of a field goal kicking contest. Please, play until somebody scores so these teams will stop playing for ties. No thank you. I don't want to have anything to do with it. You want to see something riveting? Tomorrow, watch the cadets and the midshipmen march into the stadium tomorrow at the Link. Now that should fill you with pride. In the 123rd meeting between our nation's heroes, Navy's 4-7 and coming off a win at the Bounce House against UCF a couple of weeks ago, and Army's 5-6 after winning its last 2 over UMass and Connecticut, and will become bowl eligible with a win tomorrow. Army's second in the nation in rushing, while Navy is 7th. If you like passing, this game ain't for you. The triple option is a thing of beauty, and few do it better than these two. Army won 3 straight in the series from 2016 to 2018, but Navy's now won 2 out of 3 to lead the overall series 63, 53, and 7. This game is always a toss-up, hence the 2.5-point number, also with a total of 32. Keep in mind that only once in the last 5 matchups has it gone over 17 points. I'm going to take Navy and lay the short number as Coach Ken Niumatalolo is 10-4 against the Cadets. And yes, I'll take the under because I always do, and it always hits. All right? Since that's it for the FBS until bowl season starts, we're going to play the 4 FCS quarter-final matchups. They're starting tonight and they're starting soon. Here we go. 7 Eastern tonight. Number 3, North Dakota State, number 19 versus, number 3, North Dakota State, minus 19.5 versus number 6, Samford. We're going to take the Bulldogs plus all those points. At 10:15 Eastern tonight, it's number 4 Montana State minus 10.5 versus number 5 William and Mary. We're going to take the Bobcats here and lay the lumber. At 10:30 Eastern tonight, it's number 2 Sacramento State minus 6 versus number 7 Incarnate Word. Gotta take the Hornets minus the 6. Stingers up. Lastly, tomorrow at noon Eastern, it's number 1 South Dakota State minus 19 versus number 8 Holy Cross. The Jackrabbits are on a collision course with Sac State for the title. Everybody can see this. And they're going to win tomorrow easily. But I like the Crusaders here plus all those points. Off to the NFL on Sunday, and we'll start at 1 Eastern in Orchard Park as the 9-3 Bills are a 9.5-point favorite over the 7-5 New Jersey Jets. Last month, the Jets won this matchup in Jersey and have lost 2 out of their last 3, while the Bills are 3-1 since that loss to the Jets, but have won 3 straight. A big number? Sure. No Von Miller? Yep. Mike White? You got it. Bills get revenge and win easily. Lay it all here. Lay the lumber. Also at 1 Eastern in Cleveland, the 8-4 Bengals come in as a 6-point road chalk against the 5-7 Browns. Yes, the Browns have Deshaun Watson back, and he looked like shit in last week's win over Houston, let's face it. Plus, Cleveland rolled the Bengals in Cincy in the jungle last month. But the Bungles have since ripped off 4 straight, and they look like the team to beat in the AFC North, if not the AFC altogether, as the defending AFC champs. They can beat the Chiefs and the Titans and probably the Bills, but they can't beat the Browns? Browns are in their heads. Cincy wins, but Cleveland covers. 1 Eastern, Jerry World in Arlington. 1-10-1 Houston comes in as a massive 17.5-point road dog against the 9-3 Cowboys. Houston's going back to Davis Mills at quarterback, but I don't think there's anyone that gives a shit. Dallas has bit me in the ass twice straight when they couldn't cover on Thanksgiving against the Giants and then rolled over Indy last week when we had the Colts. But 17.5, I'll take every single one of them. At 1 Eastern, the 10-2 Vikings head to Motor City to take on the 5-7 Lions. Detroit's a 2-point favorite. Detroit, yes, I said that correctly. Detroit is a 2-point favorite. I like the Lions here in Trap City, USA. 7-5 Tennessee is a 4-point home favorite over 4-8 Jacksonville at 1 Eastern right here in Music City, USA. The Jags are improving and the Titans can't move the ball anymore because I believe that Derrick Henry is injured. I really do. The Titans have lost 3 out of 4 and fired their OC because of the A.J. Brown trade. More misery on Sunday. Give me the Jags plus the points. At 1 Eastern at Snoopyville in New Jersey, the 11-1 Eagles come to town as 7-point road chalk to take on the 7-4-1 Giants. Philly continues to defy everyone by rolling along as the NFL's best team, and Jalen Hurts is looking more and more like the league's MVP. But the Giants' defense is as good as advertised, and if they can get Saquon Barkley going Sunday, they can give the Eagles all they can handle. Giants may not pull it off, but I like the touchdown at home in division. The last 1 Eastern game is in the Steel City, as the 5-7 Steelers are 2-point favorites over the 8-4 Ravens. Baltimore isn't the same team without Lamar Jackson, though Tyler Huntley isn't bad and led them to a comeback win last week. The issue I have is with this Ravens defense and their inability to hold leads. The Steelers have won 2 straight and 3 out of 4, and Kenny Pickett continues to improve every single week. Home dog, home dog, home dog. At 4 Eastern in the Mile High City, 9-3 Chiefs come in as 9.5-point road favorites over the 3-9 Broncos. Denver got us last week by covering against Baltimore, but I just can't take them with this anemic offense. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are coming off a loss to Cincinnati last week and need this one to keep pace with the Bengals and the Bills at the top of the AFC. I'll take the Chiefs and I'll lay them. Screw the Broncos. At 4:25 Eastern in Silicon Valley, the 8-4 49ers are 3.5-point home favorites over the 6-6 Bucks. Without Jimmy G, the Niners got enough from Brock Purdy and their league best defense to dominate the Dolphins last week, while the Bucks spent Monday night struggling with the Saints before knocking them off with 3 seconds left in the game. Now they travel cross country with a shitty offense to face Fred Warner, Nick Bosa and company. Give me the Niners in what should probably be an easy one. At 4:25 Eastern in Seatown, the 7-5 Seahawks are a 4-point home favorite over the 4-8 Panthers. Carolina is shit, and Seattle could be playoff bound, but they need this one a lot. Seattle's one weakness is against the run, and Carolina can run it, though they can't do anything else. I'll take the road dog here and the points to maybe even pull off the upset. At 8:20 Eastern on Sunday night, the 8-4 Dolphins are 3-point road chalk in La La Land against the 6-6 Chargers. The Dolphins were exposed by the 49ers last week, but stayed in California all week instead of flying home, and the Chargers pose none of the same problems that the 49ers have. I'll take the Chargers at home plus the points. Why? Because I'm a glutton for punishment. 5 minutes after I said I'm never going to take any of them ever again. Don't even understand that one. Finally, on NFL's Monday Night Football, the 4-8 Cardinals host the 6-6 Patriots in the Valley of the Sun. New England's a short 1.5-point road favorite, and at 6-6 are seeing their playoff hopes slip away with each loss. Zona's pretty much done, but they're getting Kyler Murray back this week, and I'll roll with the home dog on Monday night to close out the week. College hoops, y'all. College hoops, y'all. College hoops, y'all. Yep, it's been our bread and butter for years, and so far this season, it's the same old, same old. Just keep on winning. Grinding them out. We'll start our college week with one game tonight at 8 Eastern in the Kennel in Spokane. As number 18 Gonzaga is a 17-point favorite over 7-2 Washington. The Zags are tough again, but they seem to be missing that special sauce that Mark Few is known for. And as such a big favorite, they're leaving me no choice but to roll with the Huskies and the big number. We have an absolutely monster day of college hoops tomorrow, so here we go, rapid fire. Ready? 11:30 a.m. Eastern, take Buffalo +8 at Tulane. Noon Eastern, take Penn State +9 at number 17 Illinois. Noon Eastern, take Drexel +4.5 at LaSalle. Philly Big 5 matchup. 1 Eastern, take Yale +15.5 at Kentucky, Rupp Arena. Yes, counting Washington tonight, that's now 5 straight road dogs to start college hoops for that ass. 1 Eastern, take number 9 Arkansas -2.5 at Oklahoma. 1 Eastern, take Penn +4.5 versus Temple, another Philly Big 5 matchup. 1 Eastern, take Georgetown +9 at Syracuse. Classic matchup there. Too many points. 2 Eastern, take Wake Forest +1 at LSU. 2 Eastern, take Drake -1 at Richmond. 2 Eastern, take St. Mary's +1 versus number 22 San Diego State. This game will be played in Phoenix, neutral site. I like the Gales plus the point. I think they win outright. 3 Eastern, take Xavier -2 at Cincinnati. The backyard brawl. Come on, Xavier, Cincinnati. The crosstown shootout, whatever it's called. More like cross the street shootout. These two campuses are located 2 miles from each other. Anyway, give me Xavier minus the points. 3 Eastern, game of the day. Take number 8, Alabama, +8.5 at number 1, Houston. 3 Eastern, take Denver plus 26 at number 19 UCLA. 4:30 Eastern, take UNLV minus 1 versus Washington State. 5 Eastern, take Memphis plus 2 at number 11 Auburn. 5 Eastern, take Belmont minus 1.5 versus Middle Tennessee State. 5 Eastern, take Butler minus 9 at the Cal Golden Showers. 5:15 Eastern, take number 6 Kansas minus 2.5 at Missouri. 7 Eastern, take Nevada plus 8.5 at Oregon. And finally, in the degenerate special of the week, at 8 Eastern, take St. Louis minus 4.5 versus Boise State. Ultimately, the first game of next week kicks off with NFL's Thursday Night Football, and the 49ers are 1.5-point road chalk in the Pacific Northwest against Seattle. Good matchup on Thursday night. As usual, this pick is null and void if it goes above SF minus 3 or below a pick. But I'm going to take Seattle at home because I feel they're going to lose this week, but they're going to win next week as the short favorite to start off the next week. So there you have it. I mean, is that enough for you? That's 6 college football plays, 13 in the NFL, and 21 college hoops matchups for that ass. That's right. That's a grand total of 40 plays, all for free. As usual, I gave them to you for free and don't charge a thing. Yep, we're 100 wins over 500 and hitting it just under 60% clip for free. Now's the time to go big. So hit them early and hit them hard. And whatever you do, just remember that if you want to win big, you got to bet big. If you can't go broke taking a profit. Scared money don't make money. For me, the action is the juice. There's money on the streets that can't be ignored. And finally, good luck to you.